Before we get into the video, if you want to see the fully uncut and extended version of this video that is 1 hour and 46 minutes with everything I can't show you on YouTube, head on over to patreon.com/traplawross and you can watch it for $2.
Look how many police they got out here for four kids. They see this, they coming to get you, man. You as black as me, they coming after your ass.
They booked me for attempted murder and murder for no reason. Long Beach PD, they can like I tell them.
There ain't no protect and serve. They come to harass. That's it.
Hey, go take Knuckles out though. All platforms though. OTB Knuck though.
Man, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Vara himself, aka the villain, cause they hate me for my opinion.
LBC Messiah, man.
We finna go down to the trenches of Long Beach, the east side. We finna take you to where it originated.
Are there certain times that you don't feel safe here?
One time I experienced like a shootout around here.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Told you we gotta take you in that bathroom. You gotta go 3 rounds with 3 of us.
3 rounds. Might have to learn a few moves so I can defend myself in the bathroom, man.
This is where you get your hands up.
Okay, hey, I'm getting nervous right now, I ain't gonna lie.
That's where you don't want to be sitting, especially you. You look like a victim. But if you look like you got money, you might not have no more money.
That's why you don't have to gangbang, you feel me? If y'all don't have to gangbang, don't take this choice. It's only death or jail in this. That's the only way you're gonna make it out. You're gonna be lucky to make it out.
And now blacks are the minority. It's starting to get gentrified where they pushing everybody out.
It's a normal day, like getting harassed by the cops. Is that normal around here?
Regular.
So at the same time, you gotta know what you're stepping in when you come over here. Battlefield, battle scars.
They don't call us most hated for no reason. Biggest gang out here, most hated gang out here.
Today we're going to visit a true treasure, the city of Long Beach.
I'm from the city that all Slavs hate. I'm from Long Beach, where we kick it deep. On the west side, on 32nd Street.
The insane CRIPS, that's the most notorious gang to come off the east side of Long Beach, and I'm not saying that because I'm a member, but because the policy that we had.
I'm from Long Beach, where the beach is long. West side, that's the west gang coming up strong.
When it was founded, was that we were insane and we were going to live up to the name, period.
The life that we had to live was out there, was rough, it was hustling, it was gangbanging, it was out there, and it ain't nothing we can do to change it, but that's how we lived, and we trying to figure out how can we change it.
All this we talk about is real.
Developing news, crime along the beautiful sandy shore of Long Beach.
Long Beach police arrested 12 people in connection with a mass shooting at a Halloween party last year.
7 people are hurt after a shooting in Long Beach.
A heartbroken family is speaking out after a street vendor is gunned down in Long Beach.
A veteran doing yard work, a teenager walking home from work, and a vendor selling corn in the middle of the afternoon. They are just some of the people killed in shootings in Long Beach this year.
In my neighborhood, we had a skateboarder named Terry Kennedy. Right?
Oh yeah, we on the same team actually.
Whole family is gangbangers.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. You know what I'm saying? Like the realest of the realest.
Guess what? Guess where I live at? Guess where I live at? Guess where I live at? I don't live around here. Take another guess. Now we gotta go skate, man. I'll see you later.
A professional skateboarder from Long Beach is charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors say 36-year-old Terry Kennedy hit 23-year-old Josiah Casahan in the head, then kicked him in the body at a hotel in Oak Brook Terrace, Illinois.
It was like he inspired so many little homies to not gangbang in the hood.
Long Beach is an LA location with a rich and storied history. Long before anybody named it Long Beach, this land was home to the Tongva people, a coastal community who lived off the ocean, inhabiting what would eventually be known as Long Beach along with nearby islands like Santa Catalina. They would live here for thousands of years, deeply connected to the land and sea, with their trade network reaching all the way to the Pacific Northwest and Mexico. But change was coming, as the explorers from the west, sailing under the Spanish crown, would finally begin to reach these faraway shores. When the explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo first sailed the coast of California in the mid-1500s, he would arrive to the area now known as Long Beach, naming it the Bay of Smokes, as he likely observed the Native Americans' old way of sending smoke signals from the hill that's now called Signal Hill, along with numerous cooking fires of the Tongva, who had at least 3 major settlements within the current-day Long Beach. The Spaniards would eventually establish missions all over California, such as the Mission San Gabriel, founded by Catholic missionary Junipero Serra in 1771, now located in the city of San Gabriel near Los Angeles. The Spanish mission system would lead to forced relocation of the Tongva natives and their virtual enslavement, as well as the spreading of old world diseases that the natives had no immunity to, leading to high mortality and a rapid collapse of the Tongva society. Over time, what was once Tongva land transformed under Spanish, then Mexican, then American hands, and by the late 1800s, the settlers of this land had set the foundations for the city of Long Beach, named after a Los Angeles syndicate named Long Beach Land and Water Company, who would purchase the lands from a man named William E. Wilmore after he had failed to establish a farming community in the area named Wilmore City, which is why Long Beach still has a building and an entire neighborhood named after him. The city became first known as a seaside resort with a popular waterfront amusement zone known as the Pike, but when oil was discovered on Signal Hill in the 1920s, the economy boomed, attracting fortune seekers and entrepreneurs in the area, which was further boosted by the founding of an even larger Wilmington oil field in the 1930s. In the early 1900s, African Americans began arriving in Long Beach during the first phase of the so-called Great Migration, as they escaped the deep-seated racism and discrimination in the southern states plagued by the Jim Crow laws towards the northern states that were considered more progressive. Unfortunately, the Ku Klux Klan also had a presence in Long Beach, having had an annual meeting in the city and even a big parade. They would also allegedly successfully infiltrate the public offices of Long Beach, particularly the police department during the 1920s. Long Beach also has a deep-seated history of redlining, which is when the government literally outlined areas where black Americans lived, deeming them as bad investment areas, as well as racial covenants which prevented black Americans from purchasing houses in many white majority neighborhoods in the city. Therefore, the black minority would largely end up living together in a few specific places, particularly in the so-called central area or central district of Long Beach, which nowadays would be perhaps better known as the East Side. Their living area at the time roughly bounded by the Hill Street on the north, Cherry Avenue on the east, and 10th Street on the south, and Locust Avenue on the west, where the majority of the first black residents of Long Beach would settle in. Looking at modern-day gang maps of Long Beach, it's also around this central area that the gangs would eventually begin forming and spreading out to all directions. Already during the 1920s and 30s, there were small criminal gangs operating around Long Beach, but these were seemingly largely white bandits, with some also seemingly being Mexican. But during the 40s, the African-American population in Long Beach grew massively due to the so-called Second Great Migration of black people from the South, who were still escaping the Jim Crow laws. And although the black population in Long Beach would grow massively, they were still largely restricted to the same central area, making the area completely overcrowded. In 1940, the Carmelitos Public Housing Project was opened in North Long Beach to provide affordable housing for the quickly expanding population of the city, this being the Southern California's very first affordable housing complex. At the time, Carmelitos would host white families, but it would eventually become a majority black community. And like most public housing projects, it would eventually become discarded by the authorities and taken over by the gangs. There's also a considerable Polynesian community in Long Beach, particularly Samoan, as a part of Samoa called American Samoa is actually a territory of the United States, and the citizens there are allowed to join the US military, which is how many ended up in Long Beach that had the large naval base, as can be seen from this 1959 news article about the Samoan Congregational Church of Long Beach, a community which has lived in the city for decades now. Still, coming into the 60s, a news article would state that black people could only find housing in two Long Beach areas, one being the same central area of North 10th Street where the black residents of Long Beach had first settled, and which one news reporter would visit in 1965, describing the area as similar to southern slums, where the houses behind the houses back up against the alleys that have never been paved and the ruts of automobile tires fill up with water when it rains. The other area where black people were welcomed was a mixed neighborhood in the west side of Long Beach, south of Willow Street and west of the LA River, this area eventually also becoming home to many gangs. The 60s was the time of the civil rights movement, when black people all over America would concurrently band together to fight against their decades-long segregation and discrimination, and this would also be the case in Long Beach, where Joseph Brooks, the president of the Long Beach chapter of the NAACP, would be one of the people leading the way. The 60s would also be a turbulent time, and in 1965 the Watts Riots, or the Watts Rebellion as it's also sometimes called, would hit the LA County. Caused by years of escalating tension between the police and the black community around the county, emotions would finally boil over that summer, and what would start as rioting in the city of Watts would soon spread to other parts of LA County, including Long Beach in the south, where one policeman would end up dying as another shotgun would allegedly accidentally discharge as he was fighting off attackers. But overall, the great majority of the 34 people who would end up dying during the riot were actually black people. Between 1960 and 1970, the black population of Long Beach would double, now making about 5% of the city's population. From 1975, also a significant number of Cambodian refugees would arrive to Long Beach to escape the Khmer Rouge, a radical communist movement that ruled Cambodia between 75 and 79. In 1983, a newspaper article would highlight how Long Beach had the largest Cambodian population of any city outside Cambodia. This population also largely living near the central area of the city, this neighborhood being eventually named officially as Cambodia Town. But the main topic of the article would unfortunately be how these refugees had largely struggled to integrate into society in Long Beach, and in later years many Asian gangs would also begin to form in Long Beach too. It was during the 70s that the gang problem truly began to manifest itself in the city, and in 1973 the Long Beach police would form a squad specializing in youth gangs, and they would even keep a file on the most hardened juvenile delinquents. The newspapers would still rarely name the gangs operating in the city, but one such gang would seemingly go by the Longos. Locust, a Hispanic gang that now controls large sections of Long Beach. However, what is clear is that also the Crips, who had begun operating in Los Angeles in the late 60s, would eventually migrate to Long Beach and make a major presence there too. And in 1983, the Los Angeles Times would write a long report about the gang problem in the Long Beach Polytechnic High School, better known as Poly High, which is located in the central area of Long Beach. The article would mention how there were several gangs present in the school, including Samoan gangs, two Longos gangs, the West Side and East Side Longos, as well as a Crip set known as the Insane Crips. At the end of 1985, the LA Times would also publish a report where they would highlight some of the hotspots of gang activity in the city, these unsurprisingly being particularly the two ghettos where the city had effectively pushed and overcrowded all their minorities during the previous decades, the so-called Central Area and the West Side. The article would also list the 7 largest gangs of Long Beach, these being the East Side Longos, which according to the newspaper was about 600 members deep at the time and the largest gang in the city, the West Side Longos, who according to the paper had previously been the largest gang in the city and a mortal enemy of the East Side Longos. Then there was the Insane Crips, who were reportedly the largest black gang in the city with around 450 members, their ops at the time allegedly being other black gangs from nearby cities of Compton and Wilmington. You have the Boulevard Boy Crips, who hailed from the area known as the DMZ, this area being in North Long Beach near the border of the city of Compton. Then there was the Sons of Samoa, which was reportedly made out of members of Samoan descent who were scattered all over the city. Then you've got the Pario Pobre, a Latino gang that had spread to Long Beach from the nearby city of Carson, and the Toca Town Flats, another Latino gang who were allied with the Barrio Pobre and rivals with both the Longos, their hood at the time allegedly being near the Drake Park. In 1987, the city would seemingly finally begin to react to the gang problem, introducing new anti-gang initiatives, such as Long Beach Unified School District's course called Alternatives to Gang Membership. The city was also planning on adding personnel to its gang unit, which at the time was only 2 officers strong. Newspapers would continue to report on the gangs throughout the 80s. One article from 1988 showing how the large gangs from the East Side Longos had formed numerous small cliques within the gang, one of these being called the Playboys, while another was called the Malditos. Coming into the 90s, violent crime in Long Beach was reaching its peak, much like in other major cities all over America, pushed by the crack epidemic. In 1992, the city would launch a new gang unit that aimed to combat the gang crime by handling all crimes that were believed to involve gang members through this one unit. The article would also mention how the city now had around 10,000 gang members, making about 2% of the city's population at the time. These were very wild times, but fortunately, it wasn't only gangs and their crimes that were causing headlines, as there was arguably a more positive movement growing in the streets of Long Beach. In the early 90s, a trio made out of a producer and rapper, another rapper and a singer began circulating their mixtapes all over the hoods of LA County, this trio being none other than Warren G, Snoop Dogg and the late Nate Dogg, who went collectively by the name 213, with this actually being the telephone area code of Long Beach at the time. Warren G would later tell during an interview with Rolling Stone how they were inspired by an Oakland-based rap group called 415. Warren G's stepbrother was none other than Dr. Dre, and one day during a bachelor party, Warren would play 213's demo tape to Dre, who would immediately invite the trio to record at his studio. This historical collaboration would eventually lead to numerous classic albums, including Dr. Dre's 1992 debut solo album The Chronic, Snoop Dogg's 94 debut album Doggy Style, Warren G's 94 debut album Regulate, G-Funk Era, which included the song Regulate with Nate Dogg, and numerous other hip-hop classics which played an instrumental role in forming the G-Funk or gangster funk style of gangster rap, which would become the definition of West Coast gangster rap for years to come. Other rappers from Long Beach were also part of the rising movement, such as Snoop Dogg's cousin Daz Dillinger, who would form the group The Dog Pound together with the rapper Corrupt, and the group The East Siders, which included the rappers Trey D and Goldie Loke, as well as Snoop Dogg, the group being named after all 4 being from the east side of Long Beach. The East Siders were also signed to Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style Records, releasing their debut album Snoop Dogg Presents the East Siders in February 2000. Local newspapers would report about the rise of these new G-Funk artists, one headline stating how Songs of Violence had topped the charts. But meanwhile, these same newspapers would also report how some Long Beach gangs had actually struck successful peace treaties in the streets. This particular LA Times article actually highlighted a peace treaty between Latino and Asian gangs of Long Beach. Newspapers would keep reporting about the gangs occasionally, and particularly the Insane Crips would be mentioned in numerous articles, with one 2004 article about a 10-year-old girl who was having to grow up in the middle of the gangland of the central area would describe the Insane Crips as one of California's most notorious gangs. In 2007, the LA Times would report how several young girls had attacked 3 white women during an apparent hate crime, with at least one of these girls, a 13-year-old, apparently having an affiliation with the baby Insane Crips, this generally referring to the younger members of the Insane Crips. The following year, the LA Times would report how, during a large-scale investigation into the mob Piru blood set from Compton, the police had stopped a likely shootout between the Pirus and the Insane Crips from Long Beach. Later that year, they would report how the Insane Crips had gotten involved in identity theft, this showing perhaps the first signs of how scamming would eventually become one of the key ways for modern street gangs to make money. However, in 2012, over a dozen members of the baby Insane Crips were arrested and charged in relation to 13 shootings between 2009 and 2011, showing that this gang was also still getting involved in more traditional gang activities. Although later that same year, law enforcement would also arrest and charge numerous baby Insane Crip members for involvement in a tax fraud scam. In 2015, news would report how California's Attorney General at the time, Kamala Harris, and her office had charged over over 30 members and associates of the insane Crips during the investigation into the tax fraud scheme, which had allegedly allowed the insane Crips to steal millions of dollars worth of tax returns, showing how the scamming was here to stay when it came to ways for modern gangs to make money. However, don't get it twisted, there are also many legal hustles that Long Beach natives take part in, as we'll later see in our vlog. But coming into the 2020s, local newspapers have seemingly somewhat lost interest into the gangs operating in Long Beach. But meanwhile, people on the internet have filled this position, with countless social media accounts, subreddits, and other pages covering the gang scene in Long Beach more than ever. Based on these sources, Long Beach is still largely controlled by the same gangs that have already been mentioned during this quick peek into the history. And although they've evolved throughout the years and taken slightly different names, as well as forming new alliances and rivalries, and the areas they control are still pretty much the same, with the so-called central area or east side having gangs like the Rollin' 20s Crips, East Side Longos, the Asian Boys Crips, and the Tiny Rascal Gang, which are both Asian majority gangs made up of youth particularly of Cambodian descent, and of course the insane Crips. While the west side has gangs like the Rollin' 80s West Coast neighborhood Crips, the Sons of Samoa, who are now called the Sons of Samoa Gangster Crips, and the West Side Longos. In North Beach, the Carmelitos' large public housing project is nowadays the turf of a gang called the Brick Boy Crips, while there are also other gangs nearby such as the North Side Longos. So now that we know some of the basics about the history of Long Beach and its gangs, let's get back to the vlog.
Okay, we're outside right now, man. We're about to go on a little tour of Long Beach, and I'm with two people who are about to show me the real Long Beach, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to just introduce yourselves to the people, man, and let me know where we're going.
Man, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. One half of the Viral Way podcast. We finna go down to the trenches of Long Beach, the east side. We finna take you to where it originated at, you feel me? East side Long Beach, we in here.
Hey, let's go, man. Let them know who you are and where you're coming from, man.
LBC Messiah, man. If you from the city, you already know what it is. The viralist of the viralist, we out here. We finna take all through the city, you know what I'm saying? Get all this shit right, man. Show y'all the real parts of Long Beach.
For sure, man. Let's do it. We're about to hop in the ride, man. Hopefully you guys take good care of me.
No, we got you. You in good hands. What they say, like all states, you in good hands, man. We finna take them to the viralist side.
Hey, let's go, man. We're about to go viral with it, man. See you there.
You know, Long Beach got different communities. It's a huge city. It got different communities. You'll forget you even in Long Beach, you'll be driving so long. So right now, you in Bixby knows, we headed towards the east side.
So like, as far as Long Beach goes, man, you know, a lot of people are gonna know Long Beach from Snoop Dogg or famous people like Trey D. What would you guys say is like the big, you know, claim to fame for Long Beach? Like, what's Long Beach famous for, like in this day and age, in this era?
Obviously, Snoop put the city on the map. I would say right now, Long Beach, we real famous for athletes. Poly High School has the most NFL stars, players in the NFL out of any high school in the country. Wilson High School has the most Olympians out of any high school. So it's something about the water in Long Beach. We breed athletes. Most of the guys that you're gonna see today were former athletes and could have been in the NFL and should have been in the NBA. It's just, you know, they chose the wrong routes. The streets could f you up sometimes, but for the most part, Long Beach is definitely known for athletes. We're definitely known for skateboarders. Terry Kennedy also put that section of the city on the map, and his partner, Black Mike, rest in peace, Black Mike, he lost his life, but he was a real big skateboarder from the city too. They were so big that Pharrell actually came to the city to collab and with him, and Pharrell got a lot of his swag from the city. So did Currency Hospital, who used to be with Lil Wayne. Yeah. He was, Long Beach put a real big stamp in his movement because he came out here as well with the whole ice cream team and Pharrell and that whole team, and they came out here and got some of this Long Beach swag and took that back to New Orleans and took that back to the industry.
As far as everything else, yeah, when our music, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things, and not just Snoop Dogg, I say from Nate Dogg, you know what I mean, he probably was the greatest person on the hook that there was. And even a lot of our new upcoming artists is now getting presented. It's a big light shining on Long Beach now today.
I'm excited, man.
Another thing, Long Beach is like a fashion, I want to say we pretty much fashion icons. A lot of the fashion trends start here as far as the West Coast goes. And like he said, we catch flack for it. Oh, they weird. You know, that's a word they like to use because we more creative and more open-minded than most people on the West. So a lot of the trends, like we was famously known for having blonde hair or like septum piercings and different type of piercings. And before skinny jeans hit the scene, Long Beach was like the first place rocking them because, you know, we real known for skateboarders. So guys would be gang banging but skateboarding at the same time with skinny jeans. You think he a nerd, he got a backpack with a big ass gun in it. So we got real famous off of that type of thing. The other cities kind of took it on, then the jerking movement went crazy. Shout out to Tay III, king of the jerk. He really put that on the map. He should be up here today too. So man, Long Beach, we got a lot of monumental history as far as we saved Def Jam. Long Beach saved Def Jam. Def Jam was going bankrupt, out of business. Warren G's album, Regulated, saved Def Jam. That album itself saved the company. It sold so much, it made so much money, it put Def Jam back on the map. Now think about how many artists came through Def Jam. If it wasn't for Long Beach, we probably would have never heard of none of them. So we really don't get our credit. And as far as like gangster rap go, Long Beach was carrying that flag. Snoop, Nate Dogg, 213. I mean, we had Corrupt and them in the mix, but really Long Beach spearheaded that G-Funk sound. And that's just carried on for generation to generation to generation, even till now. We got Savi Third, we got DW Flame, we got Beats J, we got names, you feel me? A lot of them gonna be up here, y'all gonna see, so y'all stay tuned.
What are some of the most famous spots in Long Beach? Like, you know what I'm saying, if you were doing a tour, if you were doing like a tourist run, like what are the top hot spots as far as like famous Long Beach locations?
This right here is a historic spot.
Yeah.
If you from Long Beach, it's evident you need to come get you a dairy dog. You feel me?
Yo, we're driving through the convenience store right now. I ain't never seen nothing like this. It's crazy.
Drive-through convenience store, you feel me? You drive through, you get what you gotta get, and you get on. You feel me? So I know your cameraman want to jump out.
What, bro? We just drove into the convenience store, bro. This crazy. Hey, so what are we getting right now?
Right now, I'm gonna get my boy the world famous dairy dog. He finna have his first dairy dog in the set. You can let the world know you done came through and had a dairy dog. You feel me?
Hey, I'm excited. I don't even know what this is, man, but this is crazy. I even just the drive-through convenience store, man. It's different. Long Beach got stuff just different.
And these ladies right here, they gonna get you right. Real good people. You feel me? So come in here, get your dairy dog. Fire is hot dog you gonna get out of Long Beach.
It's a fact. This done fed a lot of underprivileged children who was hungry at night, hungry after school, didn't have a lot of money. You could always slide through here, get you a bag of chips and get a dairy dog and a juice, and you straight. You might be good for the day. It ain't much, but it'll hold you over though, man.
Hey, there we go, man. For the culture. Is that for me, yeah?
That's for you. That's for you.
What's that thing open, man?
Oh, hell yeah. I might give you that to hold for a sec. Hold up. Just grab that as well.
I got you.
All right, so here we go, man. A dairy dog. About to hit the first bite.
Come on, man. The viral way.
Okay, here we go. I don't know. I'm trying not to.
Relax, might need to hit that.
Hold up.
Got him righteous.
Hell yeah.
Got him righteous. You gotta let the people know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fire, man. We in Long Beach.
We in Long Beach. My boy that had his first dairy dog, man.
Good in Long Beach, man. That's delicious.
He damn near East Sider right now. You feel me?
Bro, come on.
Come on, let's get it.
Bro, I just turned East Side off one bite. Hell yeah, man. Anyone else get one or just me? So where are we pulling up to right now, man?
World famous, iconic, legendary Kings Park.
Martin Luther King Jr. Park, also known as MLK Park or King Park, is located in the heart of Long Beach's gangland. And while this park has had a significant role as a community hub, it's also unfortunately been one of the areas in Long Beach where many tragedies have unfolded since the 70s, when the gangs truly began to take over the surrounding areas. For example, in 1978, an elderly man would be brutally beaten and robbed after leaving a citizens' action meeting at the community center located in the park, a meeting which was ironically likely trying to address the growing unrest in the city. One of the most tragic incidents would take place in 1992, as the long-standing tensions between the police and the black communities of LA County would once again boil over here, this time worse than ever in history. What became known as the 1992 LA riots, or the Rodney King riots, started when a citizen-filmed video began circulating that showed the arrest of a black man named Rodney King, during which the LAPD was clearly using excessive force. In the aftermath of this video going public, and more importantly, after the 4 officers involved in the beating would be acquitted of all charges, tensions would reach their breaking point and mass rioting would start all over LA County. In Long Beach, 2 rival Crip gangs from the central area of Long Beach, the Insane Crips and the Rolling 20s Crips, would allegedly meet at the MLK Park to put aside their rivalry for the time being, joining forces to participate in the looting of local stores together. Unfortunately though, a man called Matthew Haynes was riding his motorbike together with his nephew around this time, and when the two would ride past a location where the gang members were looting an auto parts store right at the corner of the park on 19th and Lemon, they were allegedly targeted due to their white skin. At this point, they were brutally mobbed by several people and eventually shot, with Haynes dying from a gunshot wound to his neck, while his nephew would survive several gunshot wounds to his body. However, the out-of-control rioting all over the county lasted 6 days, until the California National Guard, the US military, and several other law enforcement agencies were called in. And when the smoke cleared, 63 people had been killed, thousands injured and arrested, and the estimated property damages rose to over $1 billion worth of damage. Unfortunately, it seems that the violence around the MLK Park has only intensified in recent years. For example, in 2016, a woman was injured during a possible gang-related shooting near the park, and in 2022, 2 unidentified suspects would shoot into a group of around 10 people who were gathered at the park after 2 men allegedly got into an argument with the group, left, and then returned a few moments later, opening fire. And just earlier this year, in July, a man was injured during a drive-by shooting near this park, but luckily, he was able to take himself to the hospital for treatment and survived. On the other hand, the MLK Park has also seemingly played an important role for many of the city's most talented artists. Snoop Dogg's track 21 Jump Street from his 1994 album Murder Was the Case captures the atmosphere and challenges of life during the early 90s here perfectly. In the lyrics, he references King Park as the location where he and his gang-banging comrades would meet up to have the first annual G-Nick, a sort of get-together for the Crips of Long Beach, and in the song, Snoop Dogg also pays homage to 2 of Long Beach's most prominent Crip sets, the Rollin' 20 Crips, which he is personally affiliated with, and the Insane Crips, whilst reminiscing about the Fresh Fest in 1985, the first major hip-hop tour in the US that was launched in 1984 by Russell Simmons, and rapping how at the time the 2 gangs used to hooride, which basically mean do drugs while going on drive-bys, as well as other gangster activities. In the 1995 song Summertime in the LBC by the Dove Shack, the rapper C Knight talks about kicking it with his homies at King Park in the intro of the song, and then again during his verse where he raps how he's at King Park with his friends, including the Long Beach rap groups the Five Footers and the Twins, as well as Warren G and the D.O.G, aka Snoop Dogg. Moreover, a 1995 LA Times article about the G-Funk phenomenon would call the intersection of Lewis Ave and 21st Street, which is just a block away from King Park, as the crossroads of the most influential and popular brand of hip-hop in the 90s, G-Funk, whilst Warren G would describe the intersection where he and his friends often used to hang out as the heart of G-Funk. And King Park still remains an important landmark for the Long Beach rappers of today. For example, in 2018, Stupid Young would drop his remix of Rich the Kid's Plug Walk, fittingly titled Cuz Walk, reflecting Young's background in the Asian Boys Crip Gang. This song would also feature the rapper DMB Johnny Rose, who is allegedly from the Rollin' 30s original Harlem Crips on the west side of LA, but he would still shout out King Park in his verse, saying King Park, known to get rollin', a nod to all the Rollin' sets of Crips.
You a fan of Snoop, Nate Dogg, Warren G, anybody from Long Beach pretty much, you done heard about Kings Park. You feel me?
Are there any I assume there's probably been some famous music videos and shit been filmed here, all different kinds of things?
Oh yeah, it's definitely been some famous music videos shot here, but the ones that's watching this, most notably they'll know is Savi Third's video. He shot one right here, you know, had DW Flame in the video right here at those tables right there. This is real iconic. Yeah, let's bounce out.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about where we're at right now, man.
Yeah, we at Martin Luther King Park, man. That's where the Insanes hang. We up here, you know what I'm saying? It's a little dry right now, but you'll see a change. It could change any second. It's MLK. A lot of go down up here. Ain't gonna say too much on these cameras. And these the homies right here on the set. Look at TF pulling up. We got a legend walking up right now, man. We got the homie, King of the Jerk right here, you feel me?
Hey, let's go, man, I'm excited. Hey, what's good, brother? Hey, can you say what's up and introduce yourself to the people?
Of course, what's happening? TF Third, TF Third, Eastside Long Beach, TF.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for having us in your spot.
Thank you for coming. You got the bait fit. Look at you.
Hey, come on, man. I had to make an effort for you guys, you know? I knew I was coming out with some special people, man.
Yeah, this monumental right here, so you feel me? Real legendary. A lot of legendary activities done happen at this park, you feel me? Some we'll talk about on camera, some we can't talk about on camera, but just know you in a legendary spot, monumental spot in Long Beach, you feel me?
So like, what will be going down here, man? You guys be having parties down here? Is this like a meet-up point for the guys? Like, what could I see in here on an average day when the guys are meeting up, man?
Yeah, I mean, some people kick it here, you feel me? Mainly the older generation, they really kick it here. Some of the young dudes kick it here. They have the King's Parade here. I ain't been to one in a few, but for sure, we definitely have the legendary King's Parade up here. They had the whole streets blocked off, jumpers, games, all type of for the kids. But as far as the set go, for sure, this is a legendary. Yeah, come on, cuz, get up in here, y'all. Don't be shy.
Good, bro. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Yeah. Long Beach. This is the set right here. This is where it's at.
Let us know who you are, man, and where you're coming from.
My name's 50. I'm from Long Beach, California.
Hey, what do people need to know about Long Beach culture, man?
Man, we strong, we stick together, man. We good people, man. We good folks out here. I'm the barber for Long Beach too. Cut hair.
Yeah, there you go. Pop your shit, tap in.
Yeah.
You come in,
50 Street Phase, man. Get at me, man. 50 Street Phase, you find me all around.
This park right here is where a lot of kids learn to, you feel me, they learn to fight, they learn to be a man in this park, you feel me? A lot of kids, they had to pull themselves up by the bootstrap at this park. This park could make a man out you feel me? A lot of free lunches. Half the community learned how to swim at this park. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to bring the free lunches back too, man. We used to have the game trucks in the city. It used to be a whole lot of activity going on at this park. And for some reason, they took a lot of the funds away. And you know, the city, we gonna bring it back though. We gonna bring it back. The viral way gonna bring it back. Tayyip Third gonna bring it back. We gonna bring it back to where it need to be, you feel me?
Can you tell me a little bit about like how people look out for each other and how maybe like, you know, things are kind of hard here, but you guys kind of, you know, help each other, lift each other up through difficult situations?
Nah, for sure. I think our generation is the most entrepreneurial driven generation. So the crack era, that's over with, you feel me? You ain't really selling crack to $1 million like they did in the past, you feel me? As far as like robbing ski mask ways, the camera on every corner. So even to try to get it out the mud, out the streets, the technology made it a little more difficult. The mandatory time sentences, they give it life for petty. So it started to look like, damn, we gotta low key wake up and find another way. So they got their own clothing lines, like my boy that just walked up. Go ahead and get my boy.
Hey, let's go, man.
You already know. What's up, man? Willie Beaming Gomez, 23rd Street, the worst street. It ain't mine without a little heart in it. I did both of this shit. Y'all like the drip? This is what I made all that. I made all that from the top to the bottom. Let me turn around for you.
Ooh, okay. Looking fresh, come on.
Hey, if you even, look, I'm being real with you. I'm a celebrity designer. I've been styling and profiling for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Coming from, you know, the city for the sea. It's always, you know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, so.
Man, you know what, I'm feeling good, man. Everyone's telling me, you know, there's a lot of bad things that can go down out here, but I feel very comfortable. Everyone's being very friendly and nice. You know what I'm saying? It's good vibes. But at the same time, you know, I'm hearing there's a lot of stories about things that have gone down in this park, so I'm trying to find out a little bit more of the history before I make my judgment. But I don't know, can you tell me some of the stuff? You said there's some stories you can tell me, and there's some you can't tell me. What are some of the stories you can tell me about what goes down here on a normal day?
Everybody know we had a King's Parade here, and two of the biggest gangs in the city who was once allies is now rivals. We always, you feel me, meet up here. You know, they on their side, they on our side, but you know, as young, rambunctious, rebellion kids, you feel me, gonna happen. You get a lot of testosterone in one area, and of course y'all rivals, gonna happen. So it's been a lot of rumbles here, it's been a lot of gang fights, it's been a lot of everything here. Who is that? Yeah, on saying, like I said, they got cameras over here now. It wasn't always cameras, so I'm not gonna give no timestamps, but it has been shootouts up here before. It's been a whole lot of, like, anything you can imagine happening as far as gang violence go, it done happened in this park before. You know, the 20s and the Insanes, we used to be damn near one. It was like deuces and trades, you feel me? But certain situations happen, ego, pride. I mean, I'm not gonna go into too many details of what made it happen, but you feel me? That turned us against each other, and you know, it's been a war going on. But it's tricky because everybody damn near related out here. That's one thing that's real different in Long Beach that's not really different everywhere else is you will have a cousin or like your brother that's from the opposite side and you from this side, but y'all in the same house. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is kind of related, or everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. So that's what make our whole situation a little unique.
Obviously, this CRIPS been around for a long time. You know, something that I'm trying to do while I'm out here is trying to meet older people.
You trying to CRIPS?
Whoa. Hey, listen.
Hey, he's trying to get his CRIPS on. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's what I'm trying to do. Hey, I told you we got to take you in that bathroom. You got to go 3 rounds with 3 of us.
3 rounds. How long is each round?
21 seconds, 23 seconds. I was saying for you, it'd probably be 23 seconds.
23?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I got the hands for that. Man.
Hey, look, we'll size you up. You and Tayyip Third, damn near the same size. I was saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm ready to get jumped in, man. I don't know if I got it.
We're the same size.
Okay. Like nowadays, like with social media and the music, for a lot of young people, they think it's, you know, super cool to be gang and to you know, to get involved in the streets. Obviously, some people that's what they got to do to survive. For other people, they really want to be involved in gangs. What would you guys advise like a young person now, maybe that's like a good kid that, you know, sees the allure, they want to get involved, but you know, there's a lot more deep that comes with this stuff than maybe meets the eye, right? So like, how would you advise a young person?
We in the age of information. You could become a millionaire from your room. We done seen too many people do it. You done seen Chief Keef do it. You done seen people create Amazon out their garage, Facebook out their garage. Like, it's limitless.
We got another Long Beach legend right here.
Okay, shout out my boy.
What's up, y'all? What's up, man? What's up, y'all?
Superstar right here.
This your boy Long Beach Will. You feel me? Overseas hooper, pro. I'm pro everything. Boxer, singer, whatever you want. Got it for you. You feel me? Yeah. Jake Paul. It don't matter. Any celebrity want to get down. That's one of any celebrity that want to get down in a heavyweight. Get down, set it up. As long as the paper right, it's up. You already know.
Hey, we got whatever on my boy. Yeah. You feel me? Jake Paul, holla at us. My boy said he need that. Thunderdome.
This the Thunderdome right here.
This gladiator school. This is where you get your hands up.
Hey, for Ross to go get this put on. Hold on.
Hey,
he getting this put on.
Hey, am I really getting put on? Hey, listen. I need to take it for sound though. Hey, yo, so this is literally where the Squabbles be going down.
Right here.
Okay. Hey, I'm getting nervous right now. I ain't gonna lie.
They ain't gonna
tell me the
you
story.
when you there. They ain't gonna beat your head in the walls.
Okay.
Fight with your head up. Stand tall. See that corner?
Yeah.
That's your best bet. Just keep it against that wall right there.
You see this space in here?
These people is who about to beat you up.
Hey, show them though. No, you see the space.
Hey, I'm getting nervous, man. It's about to go down, man.
You see the space in here? You gotta come from the shoulders. It ain't none of that. You ain't running, you can't do nothing.
It ain't no running in here. It's straight. Like you said, put your back to the wall, put your hands up, keep your head up.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we're in the penitentiary right now.
You gonna get parked regardless.
Hey, you not gonna win, but you gonna win. You feel me? You're not gonna get no W, but you gonna get a W. Cause you gonna come out with your manhood. You feel me? You stood up 10 toes like a man. You did your thing. You earned your respect. So this is where a lot of people earn their respect, right here in this little bathroom stall. You feel me?
Hey, I'm just glad I ain't walking out here with a black eye, man. I thought it was about to get cracking for a second.
Nah, we just give you the feeling, let you know, we might run up on you a little bit.
I was getting nervous, man, whenever I came in. But no, I appreciate you, man. We're really here. This is where down, you know what I'm saying? In multiple ways.
Hey, put on some DPs, you feel me? The viral way.
So we're about to head to a spot called the VIP, is that right?
VIP Records, this is the world famous where Long Beach was put on the map. So Snoop put us on the map, shot his video at the VIP, on top of the VIP. Everybody's seen the video. I know you've seen it. You're a hip-hop historian. So we're gonna take you there.
VIP is the sign is no longer there. They didn't revamp it to some 7-Eleven, which one day a goal for me is to bring it all the way back. You feel me? Because that's a real staple in the city, and just re-innovate it into something where the new generations can use it.
This is the launching pad. This put the city on the map. So the world found out about the city right here. Snoop shot his first video right up there on the roof. They gentrified the out of it, turned it to a 7-Eleven, took the sign. It used to be a big ass VIP sign up there. They used to have all the rap artists, you feel me, up there. My boy was actually up there, you feel me? They put him up there for his music. So definitely check his music out. But this is the world famous VIP, or this is where it was. So when we get our numbers up and we get the money right to where it need to be, we gonna put that back up there, the viral way, trust me. Like I said in the truck, people would come from all over the world. Biggie Smalls actually came. I believe it was Biggie and Craig Mack. I forget who else he was with, but they took a picture right here. Biggie Smalls stood right here to get the VIP, you feel me? That's how famous and exclusive it was. It was a record store, but you know, with the decline of vinyl and CD and cassette tape, obviously they went out of business, you feel me?
What's happening, man? It's P Nice, man, the president, man. East Side Long Beach in the building, man. What's going on? Let's talk.
We're in Long Beach, man. It's my first time here. Can you tell me what it is that makes this area so special, man?
Man, we dynamic, you feel me? We certified, we different than everybody else. We really hold our city down. Like, we big on our city. You know what I mean? I don't think no other city represent their city the way we represent our city.
I'm hearing like a lot of famous people, rappers, athletes, all different kind of celebrities coming out here. I was just asking these guys, like, what is it that's kind of made so many amazing people come out of this area? Like, how are you guys built so different?
Man, it's in the ocean. You know what I mean? It's in the ocean. We all come from the same grind, the same trenches, the same struggle. You know what I mean? And And you know, it's that hard nose that goes on over here that, you know, the tough, you know what I'm saying, they bring the best out of you.
That's lit, man. Let the people know like what they need to look out for, man. Let them know your podcast and everything that you're working on.
Hey, the Gorilla Talk podcast, man, it's coming up. You feel me? You're going big on it. Follow me at This Is P Nice on all social sites.
Hey, I might need you guys to take me to the gym, man, because I'm kind of skinny. I'm like the skinny one out here, man.
Ready to bust down?
I'm ready to go. I mean, I don't know if I can keep up with your workout, but I'm gonna try it. Hey, we're about to go to the boxing gym, man. I might have to learn a few moves so I can defend myself in the bathroom, man.
Hey, we actually started training at this gym when I was a little younger. Me and bro, but a lot of street involved. This is why I understand now you can't have two doors open. You either got to be all the way in the streets, or you got to be all the way focused on your goals and your aspirations of what you're doing.
Hey, we're here we're in the Long Beach boxing gym, man. I'm trying to find out what's going on in this area and what makes people so tough, so like physically on point in Long Beach, man. Can you break that down for me?
It's just the hood.
Is that it?
Like I say, it's just the hood.
Yeah.
That's all it is. People raised in this. You gotta get it how you get it.
You gotta toughen up to survive.
Yeah.
Give me 1, 2. Turn them all the way over.
Wait.
Turn them all the way over. Boom,
Oh, okay,
boom.
okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. This. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This. Yep. I like that. This. Bow.
Ooh,
Make sure you.
I'm ready this time. I'm ready this time.
Nice. Hey, bow. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Boom. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your space, right?
Okay.
So, yep. Pop. Yeah. Yep. Pop. Yep. And you'll move to the side.
got him right.
Is
Go on, we got him right.
Am I ready for the put on yet?
He ready for the put on now. You feel me? He ready for the 3-man.
I don't know about the 3-man. I don't know about that.
But yeah, if you want to get your hands up in the city, man, definitely come here. They gonna get you right. You feel me? A lot of champions was bred in here. You feel me? Jackrabbit boxing.
Hey man, just come out the boxing gym, man. I just had like a 30-second training session. I think I'm ready for my put on now. I don't know if I'm gonna survive, but let's see. We're at a new location, man. Where are we at right now?
World famous Poly High School, the home of Snoop Dogg, Cameron Diaz. You heard of it, Mercedes Lewis, Deshaun Jackson. We're here. I mean, you name them, the celebrities done win here. World famous Poly High.
The name speak for itself, man. This is where a lot of greats come from. Make sure you get that jackrabbit up there.
So like a lot of famous people that come from this school, right? Like what is it again, like what's the culture like? What is it like at this school that's gonna be so different from maybe other places in America that's birthed so many interesting people at this spot?
Like I said, it's nowhere else in America that one single school birthed that many greats in certain industries. Yeah, there's been famous athletes and entertainers from other high schools, but not the amount to come out of one high school. That's what separates this.
Hey, let me ask you this, man, because obviously the street stuff is a very, very big part of what's going on in this area. When you go into a school like this, a high school like this, how much does kind of like the streets, are people banging in school, or is that something that comes later in life?
For sure, they gang banging in school. They gang banging before high school. They gang banging in elementary school. You born into it. A lot of people born into it. Some people find their way, but for the most part, most people, their family did it, so that's why they did it. They inherited this. And they definitely gang banging in high school for sure.
Is there like a train or a tram or something that goes through here? Yeah.
Yeah, this the blue line. So this how a lot of the residents get around. They get on the train. So you'll take this if you want to get to LA and you ain't got no car and you don't want to jump bus to bus. I mean, the train is a quick way to get around. You feel me? Get to Compton. One thing about the train, it could get a little treacherous. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like gang banging goes, that's where you kind of earn a lot of stripes too, because a lot of gang banging goes on the train, especially in your younger years. You feel me? People know certain train stations, if you're from certain areas, you're not even getting off at certain train stations. Or if you get caught in certain areas getting on the train, it could be bad for you depending on where you at.
So is this a train where you're going to get a squabble, or is this station okay?
Man, you definitely going to get a squabble at this station.
For real. A lot of stuff can happen at this part of this train station on PCH and Atlantic. This is where you don't want to be sitting, especially you. You look like a victim. They're going to come get you. Yeah.
Hey, what's finna happen to me if I'm chilling there, man? Keep it real.
Ain't nothing going to happen. If you look like you got money, you might not have no more money.
You think they finna take my bow tie?
I don't know, man. It's a lot of everything out here. It be smokers out here. It be a lot of stuff. But it's as a youth, a lot of things does happen in these spots. You get caught slipping.
People caught cases on these trains at these train stations. You done had people jump on the train and rob the whole cart. You know what I'm saying? That used to be real big. People used to just wait for the train to fill up and just rob that.
Damn.
So a lot of people was afraid to catch the train. But some people, you ain't got no choice, especially if you a kid, your mom ain't got no car, or if she do, she ain't got time to take you to school. You like, I gotta adapt to my environment. So that's another way a lot of people start gang banging. They get tired of getting picked on. Like, you know what? I'm finna turn up.
Right, so we're on 21st and Locust right now, yeah?
World famous, man. You in the set. You officially in the set. You feel me? 2-1 Locust. I know you done heard about it in the song. Savi Third shouted out on every song. 2-100. This is a famous block in the set. You feel me? One of the blocks that we can show you.
So what's life like on a block like this, man? Like, what can I expect to see here on a daily basis? That the normal happenings and goings on a spot like this.
Man, you will see a lot. It depends on the age bracket. You know what I mean? You can see kids playing, but then you see a lot of homies out here gang banging. So this is another block that, like I say, at nighttime it's a different ball game. When people come out, a lot of people go in. So it's a historic street. I'm more of an Ave baby, but I rep every block that got to do with Insane. You feel me? So this shout out to this, shout out to Savi, shout out to the Filthies, because they've been going hard for this block for a long time also. You know what I'm saying? So
keep it real, man. Is this a safe spot?
Nah, it ain't. It depends. It depends on who you are. It depends on who you are. It depends on where you're from. Somebody like you might be straight. You feel me? But like you say, after dark, things change a little bit. But it's like any other ghetto in America. You feel me? You got drug dealing, you got shootouts, you got fights, you got gang wars. It's the same everywhere in America. It ain't no different here. You feel me? It's actually one of the, people migrate to different blocks because a block will get hot and then it'll become a hot spot for the police. So just gotta go to different blocks. That's why we not taking you to every block, because there's some blocks that's not publicly known and we not with the self-snitching. But this block is famous. It's already been in tons of music videos. It already been on streetgangs.com. It already been in all type of songs. So this is a block that we can bring you to. You feel me?
Right here, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
All right, what's going on, man?
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah.
So where are we at right now?
Man, we on the block, man.
I see.
We at headquarters right now, though.
I pulled up, man. I've seen about 5 or 6 police cars. You know, it's looking cracking out here.
They be doing this all the time.
They was just telling me that the cops be harassing, kind of trying to hem people up around here.
Yeah, that's their daily routine. They try to sabotage what we got going on. It's a brotherhood thing. This ain't no, negative type going on. We be protecting the community around here, and they be trying to run us off and make it seem like we on all type of violent shit. Nah, we be chilling over here though.
Every day for no reason. These the ones. Right here. Tired of y'all. Told you I'm coming for y'all. Yeah, it's time now. Get ready. What's my name? Mr. Police.
Long Beach has a complex history of police brutality and allegations of excessive use of force, particularly against minority communities. Incidents of violence and misconduct have sparked community outrage and calls for reform, particularly in the wake of high-profile cases that have raised awareness about systemic issues within law enforcement. Over the years, incidents involving excessive force and racial profiling have underscored a growing need for accountability and transparency within the Long Beach Police Department. One of the most tragic cases was that of Ron Settles, which would take place in Signal Hill, which is officially its own city, although it's completely surrounded by Long Beach, due to an incorporation that followed the finding of oil in the area in the 1920s. But the city shares many resources and services with Long Beach, making it effectively a part of the larger community. It was around 11:30 a.m. on June 2nd, 1981, when Settles, who was just 10 days shy of his 22nd birthday, would get pulled over by a Signal Hill police officer in Orange Avenue near East Hill Street. According to his family, Settles, a Cal State Long Beach student and a star football player, was on his way to a summer job, but unfortunately, he would never reach his destination, because just a few hours after his arrest, Settles was found dead in a jail cell, his body beaten and hanging from a noose fashioned from a mattress cover. The police claimed that he committed suicide, but for some odd reason, they decided not to take photographic evidence of the hanging and instead only took pictures of Settles on the floor. Understandably, his parents did not believe the suicide story.
I knew he didn't do it. I'll go to my grave saying he did not do it.
He did not take his own life.
He did not take his own life. He had too much to live for.
When questioned about his death during a coroner's inquest, all of the officers involved would plead the fifth, which many saw as a smokescreen or cover-up of police brutality, and the jury of the inquest would rule that Settles had died at the hands of another. But still, in the end, no one was prosecuted for his death, although the city of Signal Hill did pay his family a $1 million settlement. In another incident from 1989, a former police officer, Don Jackson, who had often experienced racism from other officers during his time in law enforcement, would set up a hidden camera sting together with NBC's Today Today Show in an attempt to prove that the Long Beach police were commonly mistreating minorities. This would lead to a violent videotaped confrontation between Jackson and a Long Beach officer, Mark Dickey. The incident began when Officer Dickey stopped Jackson's vehicle, alleging it was straddling lanes. What followed was captured on tape, showcasing a disturbing display of force as Dickey pushed Jackson face first through a store window.
Listen, I got the right to pat you down, and I'm gonna f***ing do that. I don't know if you got a knife or weapon on you.
You can pat me down, but don't
That's
mess
right. Turn
with me,
around
man.
and put your f***ing hands on your head now.
Why?
Do it now, because I'm f***ing telling you to.
What are you gonna do?
Put your f***ing hands on your head!
You gonna hit me with that stick?
Yeah, I just might.
For what?
Put your hands on your head.
For what? Right
I don't know if you got a f***ing knife yet.
A knife.
Put your hands on your head. Turn around.
Nothing, man. Nothing, man. I'm all right, okay?
And subsequently threw him handcuffed onto the trunk of a police car.
No problem.
Get the f***ing driver out.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. What's the problem?
Shut up.
Break the car off. Slowly step out of the car, back to my car.
Jackson was then taken to jail and booked for obstruction, as well as for challenging an officer to a fight, before getting released 6.5 hours later. Don will release a statement shortly following his release, accusing the Long Beach police of violating his civil and constitutional rights.
The officers pulled us over without any probable cause, in violation of our civil and constitutional rights, and conducted a significant step towards one of the most brutal acts captured on film.
Once again, on the videotape, the Buick never crossed the white line. Later, Officer Dickey's report said Jackson, using profanity, threatened the officers and broke the window himself with his elbow.
Following the release of the videotaped arrest, many civic leaders would urge an investigation into the matter, but the case against the officers would eventually end in mistrial. However, in 1994, the city of Long Beach would settle to pay $170,000 to Jackson and his friend who had also been in the car during the arrest. The videotaped arrest of Jackson would only happen a few years before the 1992 LA riots and would in many ways foreshadow the tragic events that would inevitably take place. Now, although incidents like this may happen somewhat less these days, there's still a deep divide and mistrust between the police and the black residents in the city of Long Beach, and disturbing incidents continue to happen, often involving particularly citizens from the city's large black community. For example, in 2020, a young man named Eugene Martindale III was reportedly having a mental health episode, which would lead to him getting tasered by a security guard before being repeatedly beaten with a baton by the Long Beach police during another unhinged-looking incident that was caught on camera.
Oh no, this is right here. Oh, he hit him with a stick.
7-Eleven, the city of Long Beach, and several of its police officers all the target now of a federal civil rights lawsuit over this incident. 24-year-old Eugene Martindale was suffering from anxiety, according to his attorney, when he approached a car in front of a 7-Eleven at Atlantic and 4th to ask for help.
A comment on a local news report about the beating would compare the incident to the beating of Rodney King almost 2 decades earlier, reminding just how little it often seems that we've moved forward from these oppressive kind of scenes.
In other cities, you can hang out peacefully, be on your block, chill with your people. Long Beach is a little different. They see more than 3 or 4 of y'all hanging out. Oh, that's a gang. Yeah, get them up out of there. Bump them up.
And I'm gonna make it about that. They see this, they coming to get you, man. And you as black as me, they coming after your ass. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you some questions on that topic, man, because I feel like there's a real history of kind of racism and kind of difficult challenges when it comes to the cops. Like, what's it like growing up here with the pressure of the police?
Nah, we do that as kids. Police will catch you up, you know what I mean? Drop you off in the wrong neighborhood. We don't even know what they did, but they look how young them kids look. You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot of that. That's why it ain't no respect for them out here, because of this. Look how many police they got out here for four kids. Yeah.
Teenagers. They got teenagers walking to the store. They assume they got guns and drugs. You feel me? That's how it is over here.
Yeah, this every day though. And this is minor right here, what they got. You know what I'm saying? If y'all wasn't out here, they'd probably be doing worse.
They seen y'all pull up with them cameras, so now they a little calm. But when these cameras ain't out here, trust me, they a lot more aggressive.
We go through this every day, bro. I've been going through this since I was 10 years old. They booked me for attempted murder for no reason. Long Beach PD, they can like I tell them, yeah, I'm on probation. You know, we just be cooling right here. It's like a nice community. You know, I grew up right here. You know, everybody family orientated. You know, it's just these guys always try to come and harass us every day for no reason. They look for shit. Say right now, I'm smoking at a park. This is a public sidewalk. You telling me to be quiet? You can suck my officer. Period.
How can you rise above like the way that they're treating people, man? The way that they're being so negative. Like, how can you guys as a community just rise above that shit?
Bro, basically we gotta work together. That's the main thing. You gotta unite. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing about life. You gotta unite and go against these people right here.
Hey man, we just pulled up and just seen you guys getting harassed by the cops, man. What was going down?
Regular in the set, man. They hate the hood.
Is this a normal day, like getting harassed by the cops? Is that normal around here?
Regular.
For real?
Regular. They know us by our government names already, all this shit is regular.
Bro, we was walking across the street. It was over. They just pulled us over and told us to get out.
Is this a normal thing?
Hell yeah.
This is a normal thing, they be harassing you?
They just drive through, bounce out on some other, all types of weird shit.
And then they just take your time and then let you go?
They said we were jaywalking. They came out with this many.
Is that what they said, jaywalking for all of that?
Yeah, and they came out with all that.
Crazy.
For jaywalking.
That's wild, bro.
For jaywalking.
All for jaywalking.
Hey, so tell me guys, where are we at right now?
Right here, we on 14th and Locust, the worst street in America. On the dead homies, 23rd Street babies, bro. We run the city. The whole city.
Hey,
From Ocean to Artesia though, like.
So tell me, what do you guys do, man? Because they're telling me they got a lot of celebrities, a lot of successful people to come out of Long Beach, rappers, athletes. What are you guys doing to get on?
I be rapping this shit, bro. Little baby young CT on all platforms, dead homies, bro.
Hey, what's your favorite song that people need to check out of yours, man? We finna put it in the video.
Check out all of them. Featuring Lil Yellxwtape on SoundCloud, LBYCT. A lot of put-ons, a lot of put-offs right here. This is the Lions Den right here. You know, this is where you get initiated to this real life 23rd Street babies, you know what I'm saying? Really running game.
Yeah. Babies or nothing though, like I said earlier.
Hey,
Smash though if you don't know.
Hey, if we were doing a put on, man, what goes down, man? What am I in for if I'm getting put on?
Line up right here. No, hold on. We doing a put on. You line it up right here. You get three. You get jumped by 3 people.
By 3 people, you got to fight 3 people back to back.
23 rounds back to back for 3 rounds.
23 rounds.
23 seconds.
Okay.
3 rounds.
Yeah, I would say 23 rounds crazy.
No, 3 rounds, 23 seconds.
Okay.
Back to back.
Damn, bro, that's
after
crazy.
After you gotta fight one-on-one.
And everyone been through this?
For sure, everybody right
Real.
here. You gotta be. If you ain't been through that, you can't stand right here. If you ain't been through that, you can't. This is headquarters right here.
Put on, I had to squabble one-on-one with somebody. Oh God, in this same cage.
And is that normal or that's
regular? If you ain't been through that, you can't come right here. This is the headquarters. Like this is Let's see what your program like though. Let's see.
Hey, let me see. Hey, somebody want to get the microphone?
One. Come on, you got it too. Come on, do 3. We do 3 for the hood. You gotta get your chin over. Get your chin over. Bagels.
Who's next? Who's got the record, man? Come on, someone else got to do someone got to show me something special. I did 4 pull-ups.
Okay.
Ooh.
Easy work.
Okay. Let's go.
We run the whole Long Beach.
Look, from Ocean to Artesia, this is our bro. I'm telling you, like,
everything, dead homie.
And how did you guys end up getting like affiliated? Is it something where you got like family members that kind of like, you know, bring you into this lifestyle, or is it just the area?
All family for real.
On Locust Avenue. Locust Avenue. These brothers right here, all brothers.
All brothers.
Adapted to it, you feel me?
We
Like,
grew up together.
seeing the older homies out here, like it's like just grew up to it, like adapted to it. You feel me? On that same crib, so that's just how it is. Like, I'm saying I love this. And I'm gonna die for this. I'm gonna do 100 years for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, homies. Like,
Hey, go
real big homies though.
Hey, go check Knuckles out though. All platforms though. OTB Knuck though.
OTB Knuckles.
God damn.
Yeah, it on A. Yeah though. It almost though. Yeah though. We thought it was No, we good though.
Hey, that's how it gets out here, man. Come on, nigga, get me nervous now.
Yeah, for me, you good though. You good over here. You safe over here though. You in the safest part of the city.
I feel safe with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel good with you
part
guys.
of the city, I promise, bro. They know. They gonna say it in the comments though. There's gonna be a lot of haters in the comments. Hey, back to what I was saying though. We got OTB Nuck in the cut though. OTB Nuck, KNUCK on all all platforms though. Dead homies though.
Yeah, Bowman. Yeah.
Hey, it's ripped out,
man. Baby.
It's not even everybody.
We thought that was coming yesterday. We was out deep yesterday.
Hey, you're looking deep now, man. It gets deeper than this.
But this ain't nothing. This ain't
For real?
nothing. This ain't. What? We out here 30,
This just Long Beach.
This just right now.
Let's not forget about New York and all that. Like, this
For real? This spreads out to New York too?
Yeah, we got hoods everywhere. We got hoods in Detroit everywhere. Kansas, all type.
Strictly insane. We EBK.
Like, how did that get from here to the other states, man? Like, it's a long way.
Viral like that. It's insane. Everybody want to do it. Homies go out there. You feel me? Make.
It's banging 2-3 like this shit. fashionable, bro. This one, I know I'm not done.
Hey, if you spit something, I'll spit something, man.
Nah, are you spit something? Let me hear something.
Man. Hey, look, I'm out here in Long Beach with the real insanes. You know I'm finna fly back home and get some brain. Listen. When I'm in the boardroom, I get money like Dame. And when I see the ops, they dash because they don't want to get sprayed. And I don't do this shit for the fame. I do this shit for the game. I see them other cats' videos. Them was tame and lame. You know what I'm saying? I'ma pull up and put her up in the grave.
That's how you feeling right now?
That's how I'm feeling right now. Listen. Come on.
Let's hear that shit, bro.
Hey, we got, listen, my little bullshit rhymes. You guys are the real spitters, man. I need to hear some of you guys rapping. Come on.
We want to hear
He's trying to rap a couple bars, man.
Dog, you got that hot shit, dog. Come on. You know you got that acapella. You got it. 45th, walking by yourself. I start busting out the record. I been out midnight, late night, trying to upscore.
That ain't all that. I say long little young infant moon, long little Chaz, long little TJ.
Free real, keep the fake though. Yeah, homie.
Free little Trey. I'm saying free twin, all that.
Free twin, all the marches young on baby.
Free little ice cream. Free all the homies.
Hey, so we're looking at the next high-end fashion coming out of Long Beach, man. Break it down to me. What's going on here?
So look, this is what's going on, man. I'm doing full couture. I do these for celebrities and for everybody that's, you know what I mean, in my city, you know what I'm saying? So that's all the way from Long Beach down to the AV because I be out there stepping. But everything is one of one. Everything is a freedom of expression, like no friends. If you turn it to the back like this, you see that? I brought a couple of them. I be having celebrities wearing these. So, you know what I mean? It's something different.
Hey, I see a bullet hanging off this one.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, is that a real bullet?
Yeah, it can be.
Yo. We got a real ammunition on the jacket, man. You ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, it's real street shit, you feel me? So don't let that bother you feel me?
You never know when you might need a one bullet.
You feel me? You might not know when you have to put that last one in the chamber if you're in danger, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more differently, you know what I'm saying? So it's not what you do, it's how you do it and who you do it with. So always have your connections, but yeah,
Shut up, cuz. I'm gonna tell you how it really go down in the hood.
That's my dog.
Hey, for all the ballers that are watching, man, where can they get one of these? How can they get in touch?
Hey, look, just get in contact. Look, if you want to drop a bag, I do only special inquiries, so you can just look on my Instagram. It'll got my link tree all there. That's WB23MIN. That's Willie Beeman. That's WB23MIN. These are Beeman jackets. I do the pants also, so, you know, it's whatever, man. Just inquire me. I got you. I'm gonna make sure you look like me, because when you're dripping like this, you know what I mean? Every woman want to kiss, but you don't do that, you might get a lip bump. All right, then. On babies, yeah.
Hey, come on, man. Appreciate you,
bro. A new one, you know what it is.
That's it, that's love, brother. Hey, listen, man, we just checked out the park. We spoke to some young G's, you know what I'm saying, finding out how the youth deal with things out here. And it was super interesting, man. Everybody showed me love. I'm really feeling the love in Long Beach right now. We're gonna go and check out a couple more locations, and then we're gonna wrap up, man. But I'm having a crazy time, man, and I got to shout out everybody for showing me love in Long Beach. Beautiful.
This right here, this is a historic street. This is where we started, you know what I mean? This was my first house, apartment, I should say. Where me and him, we done shared everything in this mother. And this was one of the streets, actually, where he was talking about with the games and stuff that he was telling y'all, that they'd come from corner to corner, block the streets off, bring out the board games and all the tetherball courts, all type of to let kids play.
They cleaned this up a lot more than when we lived here, but like he said, this was the launch pad. This was everything. I got this tatted on me. Like, this is a part of me. This is where I had my first fight, first girlfriend, seen my first shootout right there from that apartment right there, literally, like some movie. It was actually, I don't want to say what hoods, but it was like some Asian Cambodian beef type going on. We used to play football out here in the streets every day. They'd come by like, hey man, y'all gotta go up in the house like some and go down type. We thinking it's just finna be a fight, so we go up there, look over the balcony. It's like an old Western. One come down from this side of the block, the next game came down from this side of the block, they just shot it out right here. I might have been like 7 or something. That was my first, like, in person seeing that happen type shit. So a lot of shit you go down on this block. This is a real monumental block for me, especially.
Participating in gang activity, you should expect that. Majority of the people have then been shot or on probation or on parole, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't as much, but you don't want to get shot. I'm gonna just say that.
Where we at right here? This is Cambodia Town. I'm pretty sure you heard about like rappers like Stupid Young. Who else we got? G-Funk, Sneezy Tweet. This predominantly like where the Asian gangs is at. We got, see, this block used to be a TRG block. which is like, I don't know if you've seen these street signs, but it's like 10th Street. And then it's 11. But then if you go down 2 blocks on 12th Street, that's where the Asian Crips is at. The SCAs, Sui's, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, it kind of show you how close the violence is.
That's dangerous, right? So we got a big racial divide in the city. Aside from the gang violence, you know what I'm saying? It come with the racial. So a lot of young jump into gangs because of that. You might be a good kid, want to be a basketball player or something, and you going to school trying to kill you because you black. You like, f it, I might as well get out here. I done had that happen to me before I was gang banging. I'm talking like I'm a little ass kid, maybe middle school, maybe. My Longos literally pull up on me in the van, open up the door, shotgun right to my face. I'm a kid with a backpack on.
You know, it's low-key been getting better, I think, because of the rapping situation. You know, a lot of the culture just starting to mix with music.
That's good.
But that's definitely been like one of the predominant things of our violence, is this racial division.
That's interesting how music can kind of be maybe an outlet for things to like patch up a little bit and people to come together, maybe show a bit more respect for your community, you know?
Because you got to mash in it, you know, it's an art. You got to rub shoulders with other races, other cultures.
All right, man. So I'm here with the younger generation right now, okay? So I want to hear a little bit more from your perspective on what it's like around some of these streets, some of the activity that goes on around here.
See, growing up around here, it was like, even before I got into the gang activity, just like the homies were saying, like, it's like the Mexicans are automatically be the first op, because you could not be on that, but they could be on that with you. And growing up, you got a lot of integrity. So like, you feel me? Like, even if you're not on that, you're gonna get on that. You're gonna get with their program. I got put on at 14. I'm 19 now. I got put on in 2020 on gang. What I can say, like when I got put on, like I knew this gang banging was serious until I actually got that official. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is serious for real, for real. Cause that's when you really get violent and you gotta turn into a man fast. And some don't even last. Some, you feel me, go far. But you feel me, my right here, we still here, holding it down.
Back to the question when you asked about how like growing up over here, like it's dangerous. You feel me? I got shot 5 times, so I know you feel me.
He got shot his first week.
For real.
I just put up.
So like niggas know
First
like
week.
you just gotta keep
3 days later.
You gotta keep your head on the swivel, you feel me? Like
You gotta keep your eyes open out here, because one thing,
open.
the city's small and a lot of people know each other out here. You feel me? So with that being said, like with a lot of people knowing each other, it's because it's not like LA, like you feel me, everybody got their own sections and own towns, but like out here, like you feel me, it could be an op that stay up the block, you know, like you know, and it can get hectic like that.
Hey, I appreciate you guys for kind of sharing your history with me, you know what I'm saying, breaking it down to me what it's like here. I feel like it's good for other people to just understand what's going on in different areas
And I'm
what you're
doing my
dealing with.
music thing now, like you feel me, I'm Yellxwtape the rapper, you feel me, like I'm Infant Chief, that's my hood name, but I'm also Yellxwtape.
Yellxwtape is a promising 19-year-old rapper from Long Beach. During a recent interview with Lush from No Jumper, Yellxwtape would reveal that the first time he realized what a gang was, he was only about 3 or 4 years old.
How old were you when you realized like what gangs were?
Since a young, probably like 3, 4.
3 or 4.
I've been exposed.
Due to not getting the support that he was looking for from home, he would eventually turn to the streets looking for that support.
But I'm not saying with this gang, I'm not saying that I never had a choice. I had a choice. It's just, you know, my choice was that at that time in my life.
And why do you feel like you wind up making that choice?
Because it probably, truth be told, at that time I felt like that I ain't have the love support in my household, so I went to go seek it from somewhere else.
Unfortunately, the streets have led Yellxwtape to spending some time in the Orange County Juvenile Detention Center for a 211 and a 459, meaning a robbery and a burglary.
When I go to, I've been to juvie.
Yeah? Where'd you go to juvie?
Orange County Juvenile Central.
Okay. What'd they say you did?
211, 459, allegedly.
Luckily, he's out of jail right now, keeping his nose clean and focusing on the music game. Recently dropping tracks and music videos for his songs like Me and the Kids and Do It Up. Yellxwtape is a prime example of how this new generation of Crip-affiliated youngsters truly have an opportunity to take themselves outside of the streets through music and art.
You know, so I'm doing my music thing. I just started doing it. I'm getting my little buzz and the city with me, other cities with me, and the Mexicans even with me. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Like,
Well, considering everything I just heard about how crazy it is, man, that's big.
They and I ain't gonna lie. I never lie. I'm getting most of my music support is from the essays. It's from the Mexicans.
For real?
For real.
Add me on IG, Newski from Babies. Niggas know how we coming.
Newski from Babies, man. Add him up.
Take a risk for the strips. Have to pull my mask off. Screaming the DA. The judge, the law. Once you get locked up, watch you off, they start on your bro and putting no money on your car. The definition of a hoe, that's why I chill him like a dog. That's on Crip, I been enjoying. That's why I'm so raw. Keep Billy on my side and I shoot like Chris Paul. They tried to give me 3 strikes and I'm fighting 6 felons and I stay stitch lit. Best believe I ain't telling Twinkie bands fast Jolly. Yeah, I did it by myself and you ain't no hood trophy if you ain't put one on the shelf. Your man just for thinking I'm playing. I'm bringing hot 97 like the radio station. Ben hopped off the porch, 23rd be the nation. A lot of claim they real, but they really be faking. Is you gonna slide for your man, stroller Will Gary Payton, or you gonna run and tell your tail type and be shaking? See, I'm the type to air the scene without no hesitation. It's like that day on 17th, I had to twink pacing. I'm gonna say it again, I'm one of the first kids. Like, it was no, when I got put on by all order. It wasn't no my age, my size to put me on. Like, it was me, where my Nooski at? Come here. It was me, Cud, and my dog Lil 9. Shout out to Lil 9. That's my right there. That's my right thumb right there on set. This is my left.
Can't forget brother right here, 3. Let's see.
Tiny Chief. That's the sandwich man. That's my Lil White Tee, Lil Yellxwtape, that guy on game.
Hey, you killed it, man. I appreciate that. People need to go check out your music, broski.
Yeah, check me out, man.
Appreciate it. 100%, man. Come on. We about to put them on in the UK, man. Whole new audience.
Hey, you're right, man. It's nice down here. It's beautiful.
What do you rate it?
11 out of 10, man.
Hey, where are we at right now, man? Where are we at?
We're at Low Beach. We at the Lighthouse right now on Low Beach on the east side.
You're at the legendary Queen Mary. What you mean? Get that in the back. Make sure you get that. What I'm saying? That's legendary right there.
Hey, so what goes down here, man? When the crew are down here, man, what's finna happen?
Nah, really chilling down here. Yeah, we cooling right here. Yeah. This where you duck off, bring you a little down here or something. You feel me? We do a lot of memorials down here too, though. RIP to all the homies who fallen. You feel me? BIP, RIP. Shout out to all the fallen soldiers. You feel me? All the troops, all of them. It's too many to name.
Free all the homies, man. Free the real homies. Keep the 3 on the set. Free the real, keep the fake. We don't give a but on the set, free the homies.
Hey, they acting like snitching's cool on social media now. What you got to say about that?
That's up, cuz. They gotta stop making these snitches famous, cuz. Like, that is a no-go. They trying to make it seem like it's cool, but you gotta think about it. The police don't even snitch. They got a blue wall of silence. They don't tell on each other. They trick you to snitch, they look down on you. So you're supposed to honor this. You're supposed to go by secrecy. It's a secret society. So we definitely promote that. No snitching at all. F all that.
Instead of rule, we go by. Snitches get stitches. We still go by that rule.
Hey, but they gotta know it's deeper than the streets though. Every black movement that we had, any type of black power movement that we had, got taken down by a snitch, a mole, a rat. So I don't respect snitches on no aspect of life. That's from the streets to anything that we ever tried to do as black people to enhance ourselves, enhance our life, enhance our community. A fucking snitch brought it down if you do your history. So it's bigger than the streets.
Speaking of that history, man, tell you what, something people told me that was interesting was that like the Black Panthers getting broken up was a big reason why like cripping kind of became such a big thing, because like there was a very positive force in the black community that got taken down by the government and people had to find other ways to represent themselves. Is that true, or is that kind of been mixed up with history?
No, that's an actual fact. The Panthers was the movement. It was a positive movement, enlightening movement. We was gaining a lot of political power, so they found a motherfucking rat, a mole. They helped dismantle that, and the Crips is pretty much the offspring of that. You feel me? You still got them young hotheads running around. You know, you got the youth running around. They ain't got no direction in, but this is how that formed. I ain't gonna go too deep into it because a lot of this is already public knowledge. You can look all this shit up. But yeah, that's true. That's facts.
What we doing right now? We trying to create another lane. We trying to create another route. You know what I mean? For all the homies. You know what I mean? And got to stick together more so than be against each other at the end of the fucking day. So I think that's a bigger aspect, and just need to support each other as far as when it comes to music or whatever you doing. You know what I mean? Push your homies, big them up, and pick up while they down.
Hey, I love that, man. We're trying to spread that positive message, man. It's not all about the the violence and the negativity. We're trying to look at the real reasons why things are the way they are and why we can make things better, man. So I love that, man. I love to have that conversation.
This by design. You know what I'm saying? They came in here through the drugs and do a lot of different things that we don't know how to cope with as young people, especially a lot of trauma that we deal with at early ages. So we don't think about mental health. We don't think about none of that. We just taught to deal with it and move forward. But you're not knowing that a lot of that is built up. And we got another viral one right here, though.
You go out of town, though. Hey, look, I'm a wild child. Young Web, the mother wild child. I would say I am the violence of the mother violence. I would say I am him. You gonna find me Instagram at the wild child. VIRALCHILD. Young Web, though. I go by Young Web. You feel me? Rapping it, but on the dead grannies. The problem here, I'm not saying we home of the game banging, you feel me? It's a lot of politics on the dead grannies. You go out of state and shit, everybody move as one. You doing something, you got some motion, everybody with you, everybody going. Here is against each other, so like you're saying, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stick together, and that's the only way we gonna move, elevate, and get past certain shit, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's not about who got a gun and can shoot, kill this. It's about who really doing shit, having motion, and really getting money, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dog, baby dog,
Man, y'all know what going on, man. We've been doing this 100 summers, and we still here. My done left, came home. I got niggas that ain't never coming home. I got that ain't gonna be back on this earth, but we still doing it for them, and we outside. That's what we do this for.
We're going up to the Lighthouse right now, you feel me? We do a lot of memorials for the fallen troops, you feel me, up here. We do a lot of balloon releases and like that for the dead homies. So like I say, BIP, all the dead homies.
So this is a special place for your group, right? For you to kind of, pay respect in this location.
Nah, for sure, definitely, real monumental, you feel me? A lot of people that we love and care for who lost their life, we came up here to do balloon releases and have memorials and just, share memories. When the wars was really kicking on for our generation, like the early 2000s, it seemed like you was losing somebody every other week, either to jail or getting chipped. So it really slowed down because a lot of the youth, they more focused on money. Like all the young homies done said during this interview, get on your money. So they a lot more entrepreneurial based than we were, you feel me? They got a lot more options. They got a lot more knowledge and information than we had when we was their ages. So they really out here more focused on the money than really out here just doing bullshit. When we was growing up, a lot of people didn't even leave the city, don't even know what the outside of the city looked like. But with the internet, you can see the whole fucking world, and you can see people doing shit to get money that you probably never even thought of. So it's the age of information. So all that information is utilizing this, where we got people designing clothes, we got people rapping, you got people boxing, you got people doing investing now. You got little homies investing in stocks and talking about cryptocurrency at 18, 19. Like, we didn't even know what that shit was when we was 18, 19.
So y'all went from crip into crypto.
Yeah, crip into crypto, the viral way.
Even that, being broke, they don't respect you being broke. So you need money regardless. They don't look at you crazy.
Yeah, I feel like as a man, that's a big part of it as far as just like providing, getting money, that kind of thing. And I feel like you guys take that very seriously.
No, that's man though. You gotta have money to provide as a man. If you ain't got no money, you really ain't a man. You feel me? Because part of being a man is providing, and part of providing is having money. It costs to live. It costs to die. It ain't even free to die. So you definitely got to get you some money. And the money does bring the violence rate down. So the more opportunities we provide, okay, there you go. Show them something then. I'm saying, go ahead, grab that, young. Show you something. Hey, the viral inside.
Someone's got to pick
that part. Oh, it's saying.
Little crabs, couple, little 2-3 Did you see the watch? You see the
little bit.
Yeah, the viral one. I was saying, the
bit.
viral child. I was saying, remember this.
Hey, we can't leave this here though, cuz.
I said, he like, we can't.
Someone about to come up off this. My guy.
I'm saying we get money though. We don't care about it. Crip shit. We gonna get it, spend it, get it, spend it, get it, spend it. Okay.
Hey, keep getting it, man. You gotta keep getting it. Never stop. As long as you keep getting it, you can throw it on the ground. If you get it, you can throw it. So we're at the Lighthouse right now.
Yeah, this is the Lighthouse on the dead grannies.
So this is a very special
This
spot
where you
guys,
come
right?
with your bitch and beat her down late night, smoke some good weed, get a good view.
I need to find myself a female, man.
Yeah,
this is the
you
spot for
you
that,
come with a little bad bitch. You see the whole city.
There's a lot going on over here, man. You guys got all the activities.
Long Beach, we listen to the mother viral side. Yeah, we the viral ones over here. Okay, we the ones making noise in the city. On the dead grannies. You ask your mama and your granny about me.
What's the story behind the Ferris wheel, man? Break it down for me.
It's just been here so long that you ain't from Long Beach, cuz like if you ain't got on that Ferris wheel, you're not from Long Beach.
That's a famous Long Beach location. You ain't certified if you ain't been on that.
On a Ferris wheel, right?
On the
Ferris wheel? That's smooth. That's the way you want to take your bitch. Yeah, that's what you want to take your bitch to go on a date.
Okay.
You want some romance.
Right here, look. We don't got so we got the put it in our hand though. It's straight elevation. I need trap though. It is the great around this motherfucker. Savage the great though, ho. If you ain't know though, you feel me? It's really elevation though. My Instagram is KB the Guno. KB_THEGXXN though, ho. I am the great though for the win though. If you ain't gonna lie though, ho. But look, we don't do romantic. We're just gonna elevate them.
If you ain't got no assistance, keep your distance. Dead homies, I got some elevations for your situation. Hey now, say now.
Hey, it's lit out here, man. Look, these guys show me a good time, man. Long Beach is lit. There's so much going on, bro. I swear, it's like a amusement park out here, man.
Did you see it? Okay. Long Beach finest. You see it on the back? I say, welcome to Long Beach. I say, welcome to Long Beach.
Hey, let me ask you guys a serious question, man. You know, you said that this is somewhere you come that's very special for when you kind of lose homies and lose friends that passed. Can you maybe just tell me a little bit about, you know, some of the people that you've lost and you've kind of, you know, paid respects to in this location?
Go ahead, shout them out.
Baby Young CJ, Decorion, Young Ifan, you feel me? We got JJ, the older homie. We got who else? Baby
Rest in peace, Young.
He was one of the virals.
Rest in peace, my nigga Murph 3, OSA. Rest in peace, Jazz. Long live Jazz. Long live Snack.
Baby Crib.
Long live Day forever need my fucking trap.
OSA, 3 minutes to name.
We got baby Gangsta Moon. That's Trash.
VIP, my nigga. We got 3 homies that really just to be naming. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Like we said, 3 minutes to name. Rest in peace to all of them. You feel me?
Now we out here. They living through us. You feel me? We still celebrating their life every day. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep going viral for them, especially for them and the ones locked up.
Hey, I just want to say appreciate all of you, man. I'm so grateful that you guys have showed me your lifestyle and where you're coming from, man. I'm just really appreciative of this time, man. Hey, listen, I'm most grateful for the bus down, you know what I'm saying, for the ice, for the water, you know what I'm saying. But no, I really appreciate you guys, you know, showing me your lifestyle, showing me everything that goes on, man. Is there any final words that you guys want to share, that you want people to know about? Anything positive you want to push? Anything you're working on? Just let the people know, man.
LA. We're not LA. We're Long Beach. So stop comparing us to LA. Stop saying, oh, that's LA. We're not LA. We're Long Beach. You feel me? Our own style, on everything. It ain't no bloods coming out of Long Beach, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
a
saying.
CRIPS city.
Listen, and we got a lot of going on in motion. We got a lot of things going on. So don't get this. You will get up if you want to get up. At the end of the day, we are trying to make a way to make a play to get some pay. That's all I'm saying.
Stay tapped in on this Viral Way podcast. Stay tapped in with the Viral Way homies. All this music, everything we got coming out the city, cuz we appreciate you coming out with us, you know what I mean? Shout out to the UK, cuz we with y'all.
Hey, from the UK to Long Beach, man, make sure y'all follow the movement. The movement is moving, the Viral Way. Hey, we got the
Viral Way on Crip Street.
Yeah, you know. We keep telling y'all, stay tuned because the movement is moving, man. We got a lot of shit coming out the city. The Viral Way.
On Crip Street, the Viral ones.
Hey, that's a wrap, people. Appreciate you for coming through.
Foul.